Hey cheap bitches, I'm Rob and welcome to Chew On This. Let's get right into what I'm eating today. And today I'm eating McDonald's. McDonald's breakfast to be exact. And I got my all-time favorite hot cakes. I love them. I eat them all the time and I love their syrup. Their syrup from McDonald's is just, I don't know, it's delectable. It just makes my mouth drool a little bit. You too? I don't know. I also got a hash brown. You have to get a hash brown when you're at McDonald's because that's just what you get. It's kind of the rule, I think. And then to drink, I got a caramel frappe. Look at all this whipped cream. I'm gonna just get right into it. I'm just gonna drink it because it's delectable and it's sweet. And you know I like sweet things. This is a bathroom break waiting to happen. For those of you who don't know, I'm very lactose intolerant. It goes in and it comes right out. That's really probably a bad thing to talk about when you're eating. All right, let's get into my pancakes. Now, the one thing about McDonald's that I do really get mad about is that they only give you one of these syrups, and hello, one syrup just does not suffice. So I always have to argue with them to give me an extra one, and they sometimes do and they sometimes don't want to. So anyway. I don't know what it is about their pancakes that I love. They're just so fluffy and light. That was for the thumbnail. This is a fun fact. I used to work at McDonald's when I was in high school. And I was just trying to... Sorry, I don't mean to talk with my mouth full. I was trying to make money for my prom, so I worked there for a few months. And I learned how they make everything. And the pancakes, I have to say, they do not make them fresh there. They are frozen and then rewarmed for you, which I know it's kind of weird to just go to McDonald's to buy something that's made fresh and then you're really just getting some frozen food. But at the same time, they're just so delicious and you can't buy these in the supermarket or anything. So it's kind of a, you know, a trade-off. You're getting the delicious pancakes, but they're still frozen. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, but I don't know how you feel about that, but sometimes I feel a little duped. One more bite. Now I'm gonna try my hash brown because I do love a hash brown. Do they salt it enough? No. I need some salt. Jesus. Right here, they salt their french fries a lot, but they don't salt their hash browns ever. I don't know why that is. And for some reason, they always give me a ketchup. I don't use ketchup. Give me an extra syrup instead of a freaking ketchup. Who gives a shit about that? Anyone who puts ketchup on their hash brown, that's gross. No, I'm just kidding. You do you, boo. Yummy. Anyway, so now let's get into today's topic. I didn't really get a lot of topics from you guys last week. So keep giving me those topics, guys, down below in the comments. Let me know. Anyway, I've been noticing a lot on Facebook that there's a lot of feuds going on about our new president. That's surprising. But I want to say, like, I know I kind of dove into the whole, like, jumping on, like, Trump. Jump on Trump. That's kind of funny. I kind of talked about it and I just moved past it. But I really feel like a lot of people on social media and Facebook and everything are just kind of going a little ham now. And I kind of wanted to stop because I'm tired of seeing it. Mind you, I'm not blind. I see all the major changes that are happening with the new president. And, you know, I'm not saying my opinion on all of that, but I do see all of that and I understand people's concerns with what is going on. However, going onto social media and arguing with your friends and getting into big arguments and unsubscribing or unfriending them or whatever because they said something that you didn't like or blah, 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 is not going to solve any issues, okay? It's only just going to fuel it more because you're gonna think you're right and they're gonna think they're right. And this is what's gonna happen, constant clashing. But is it doing anything to help your cause or how you feel about something? Not really. You know, the only way that social media is going to help you is if you are trying to get a group together to write letters to your congressman or write letters to your government. Join, you know, a protest. Join a group that's going to get together to sign against something. I think that is, you know, a great way to get your voice heard. But social media, I feel like, is so, even though your voice is getting heard, it's not getting heard enough to the point where anyone's really paying attention or taking it seriously. You know what I mean? People take it with a grain of salt. Well, no, some people get really butthurt over it, but you know what I mean. So all I'm saying, guys, is chill out with the Facebook feuds and do something about it. Don't be passive aggressive by going onto Facebook and saying whatever's on your mind and venting out and then not do anything about it, because then you're just being really a hypocrite and you're really doing the opposite of what you set out to do. So if you really want to make some changes, then you write your congressman, you write your government, you write anyone who is going to listen to you. And these letters are going to be heard. We are the people of this country, you know? And I love how I took 2 pauses in between a full sentence. We are this country's people, and we are what makes up this country. It's not one person who decides what happens for our country. It's a community of people that decide what happens in our country. And it's our representatives from our communities that decide what happens for our country. So if you contact these representatives, they are going to represent what you want for your country, okay? So stop complaining and do something. That's all I'm gonna say. And if you didn't vote, then you really didn't do anything anyway, so then you have no room to even complain. Now, I do want to say, do not start a comment war in my comment section. I will delete comments that start a comment war. If you're frustrated with it, I get it. Just express yourself in a nice way, because I'm not going to leave any mean comments, any bashing. If I see arguments like I did the last time, they're gonna go bye-bye. You can believe what you want to believe, and you can say it in a nice, respectful manner. Got me? This is a winded topic to talk about during breakfast. Why don't we just talk about something later? Like my hash brown. Well, it was kind of heavy actually, but you know what I mean. I'm all done with my pancakes. I ate the shit out of them. I always wish they made the hash brown a little bigger. But that, no. Well, anyway, I've come down to the end of my meal. So that means that is the end of this video. I hope that you guys liked it. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel, because I make videos every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And if you subscribe, you'll know when I post a video, especially if you hit that little alarm button on your phone, that little alert. Yeah, do that, because then it'll tell you, hey, Rob made a video today. Easy as pie. It's like the most magnificent invention ever. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.